July 17th, 2024 will go down as a dark day in the history of Las Vegas, Nevada, as the historic Mirage Hotel and Casino will be permanently closed for demolition. So I traveled to Las Vegas in its final days to document the legendary resort, its attractions and theming just before they were destroyed. Over the past 30 years or so, the Mirage has been a prominent icon along the Las Vegas Strip, nestled between Caesar's Palace and Treasure Island, and directly across from the Venetian. The Mirage came first and was an inspiration for all of those. The Mirage will be closed forever to be partially demolished and replaced by a Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, which is expected to take about 3 years to construct for a 2027 opening. Now they are maintaining the Mirage Hotel Tower from 1989, they will certainly be fully renovating the structure, but they are still destroying all the cool stuff and theming of the Mirage. Additionally, they are planning to build a 700-foot tall guitar-shaped hotel high-rise upon the ashes of the volcano, similar to a structure they built in Hollywood, Florida. The rest of the area that is currently adorned by delightful gardens will be most likely filled with generic unthemed shopping mall space, which has sadly been the theme, or lack thereof, with new Las Vegas Strip projects in the past decade. So sorry to be negative, but the future of this property is looking bleak and lame. Even though I do like Hard Rock cafes, I am really not looking forward to this. So let's explore this wondrous place that will be raised for that. The Mirage will always maintain a significant legacy in the history of Las Vegas tourism, as this was the first ever mega resort which ushered in a new era of entertainment that allowed Sin City to transcend the notorious debauchery and enliven the place with fun attractions that could be enjoyed by families amidst the gambling and prostitutes. The Mirage was spearheaded by real estate mogul and showman Steve Wynn, the namesake of the nearby Wynn Las Vegas Resort. Throughout the 1980s, Las Vegas and the casino industry as a whole was in a bad spot, so something big, new, and different was needed. Steve Wynn was able to get the backing of a man named Michael Milken, who is known as the junk bond king of Wall Street, to finance a brand new type of luxury casino resort. By the way, Milken ended up being indicted on 98 counts of fraud just after funding the Mirage, so things didn't work out so well for him, but they did for Wynn in the city of Las Vegas. After spending about $600 million, this mega resort concept was brought to life and opened on November 22, 1989, with the volcano out front erupting for the very first time. It was one of the largest hotels in the world with over 3,000 rooms and suites. The Mirage was also the most expensive hotel that had ever been built, though the Hard Rock Hotel is expected to cost over $1 billion. It was the first new large-scale casino built in Las Vegas in over 16 years, which far superseded the luxury of older hotels like Circus Circus and the wow factor of the MGM Grand because of its tremendous theming. Architect Joel Bergman and interior designer Roger Thomas designed a sleek, modern-looking resort infused with tropical Polynesian theming throughout the public areas. Those shimmering gold windows reflecting the high desert sun are quite noticeable. They are all layered in 18-karat gold. Its Y-shaped hotel tower became the basis for many nearby Las Vegas hotels. You can see it copied next door at Treasure Island, which opened 4 years later, as well as Mandalay Bay, Monte Carlo, and the Venetian. The exuberant exterior fronted by lush grounds with a freaking volcano was all intended to draw in potential customers. The logic being that if the outside was this awesome, then the inside had to be too. It is a true oasis in the desert outside with the volcano and the sprawling gardens laced with waterfalls along the entire front of the Las Vegas Strip, as well as inside with its lobby garden. While attractions tend not to have a long lifetime here, Las Vegas has lost a lot of history this year. as the 1957 Tropicana Resort had been imploded just 3 months before the Mirage. Immediately inside the entrance of the Mirage, there are twin bronze sculptures of mermaids by Arlen Robbins. Though it was sparsely ever displayed here as opposed to the Bellagio, Steve Wynn amassed a really impressive art collection. He even once owned this Vermeer. From what I have read, the theming of the Mirage has been whittled away over time and the Polynesian tropical elements are not as prominent as they once were. The lobby is best characterized by the indoor garden. A giant domed atrium 80 feet overhead covers a delightful little garden, complete with waterfalls, palms, and some fresh-looking flora. You can walk from the entrance straight through a tropical rainforest onto the casino floor. Wynn sold his brainchild to MGM Grand in the year 2000 before getting Me Too'd in more recent times. The Mirage then became part of MGM's territory on the lower strip. However, the resort was acquired by Hard Rock International at the end of 2022, and they made immediate plans for the historic place's demise and redevelopments. This domed atrium does appear in some of the concept art for Hard Rock, so it's possible that the garden is being kept. I did talk to a garden here and he seemed to think that the garden would indeed be removed, however the atrium dome will likely remain. The Mirage Garden is the predecessor to the immensely more popular Bellagio Conservatory and Botanical Garden, which opened about a decade later. I did peruse the casino floor. There were still lots of people playing shortly before its demolition, but a significant number of gambling machines were turned off with large swaths of the casino floor completely abandoned. In its final days, lots of people were coming here to gamble as the Mirage had to pay out $1.6 million of progressive jackpots before closing down. There are beautiful waterfalls on the backside of the volcano. They could be seen from a sidewalk that most people seem to miss. I had it all to myself. Along the strip towards Treasure Island, there is a colossal monument to Seigfried and Roy, paying tribute to a classic Mirage show and attraction. Siegfried Fischbacher and Roy Horn were magicians who ran an extremely popular show and attraction here in Las Vegas for over 30 years. They were based out of the Mirage from 1990 until they retired in 2003. They used exotic animals in their pioneering magic shows, which was one of the first family-friendly shows in Las Vegas. They also built an attraction here at the Mirage called Siegfried and Roy's Secret Garden and Dolphin Habitats, which featured dolphins, tigers, and several other animals. After they had both died a few years ago, it was decided to permanently close down the Secret Garden in late 2022, so I never had a chance to see that. The giant heads of Siegfried, Roy, and their white tiger could be spared from the Hard Rock Hotel's construction, assuming they are not intent on completely destroying any trace of the property's history, so hopefully this unique monument will stick around or can be relocated. It was quite the strange sight to see San Marcos Campanile in the background of a tropical forest. Now let's take a closer look at the main attraction, the Mirage Volcano. The Mirage's longtime strip-side draw is a large artificial volcano in the lagoon out in front of the casino, and over the past 34 years it has established itself as a quintessential Las Vegas attraction. Tragically, this will apparently be the first thing to go in the demolition. When Steve Wynn and his architects were planning the Mirage Gardens, they just planned on having a dormant volcano for some ambiance, but then the idea was raised to create an active volcano instead. Apparently Wynn disliked the original sulfuric odor it produced, so they added a pina colada scent to the show. That was a long time ago and I couldn't tell any sign of that. Do you remember that scent? The artificial naturalistic rock on the volcano along with the landscaping definitely seems like something out of a Disney theme park. The Disney parks were reportedly a direct inspiration for Steve Wynn and his concept of the Mirage and its emphasis on high standards of theming. I bet the lobby of the Polynesian resort at Walt Disney World served as an inspiration for the indoor tropical garden. Wynn reportedly challenged his architects to make this by saying that not even Disney had attempted a volcano before. They later would in Japan at Tokyo Disney Sea. The Mirage Volcano really was the first major attraction of its kind right along the Las Vegas Strip. This big fake rock in the harsh Mojave Desert paved the way for everything that has followed, including the Bellagio fountains, the Eiffel Tower, the former pirate show next door at Treasure Island, the Strat Tower, the High Roller, and even the brand new Sphere. The masterfully crafted volcano show helped make Las Vegas what it is today, so it really is a travesty that it is being destroyed. The volcano was completely revamped in 2005 so it could shoot water higher, and a series of 120 flamethrower devices were added into the lagoon to spout flames, which I think added a lot to the show. In recent years, the volcano shows have been drawn back to 4 per day, at 8, 9, 10, and 11 in the evening. I watched the volcano erupt 3 different times from different angles, so enjoy some excerpts from the show. Wow, that was awesome. The volcano show really was a unique spectacle, and totally free to view too. The mixture of fire and lava water was epic, and you could really feel the intense heat off the flamethrowers. Apparently the lighting to make the water appear like lava was a really difficult effect to produce, but it still held up until the end. It was great to see tons of people attend each show. The place was packed and everyone was loving it. I've never seen anything quite like it, and perhaps never will again, as the mighty volcano has gone dormant forever. It was possible to get a pretty good view of the volcano from above on top of the half-scale Eiffel Tower at Paris, Las Vegas. This is footage from 2016 when I was first starting to take video, so it's not good, but it was a pretty cool experience to watch from up there. Since 2006, the Mirage has been home to the Beatles LOVE by Cirque du Soleil, a Beatles-themed Cirque show which ended its nearly 2-decade-long run just the day after my visit on July 6, 2024. I actually had a chance to see this show many years ago and absolutely loved it. The acrobatics, set pieces, and actors were all phenomenal. I was quite impressed since it was my first Cirque du Soleil show. This show was also a gateway drug to my younger self into the world of the Beatles and made a fan out of me. The show had a fantastic customized soundtrack which I would recommend listening to. So it is quite sad that the Beatles LOVE has ended. Hopefully it could make a comeback because a Beatles show would fit the Hard Rock Hotel well, so perhaps this isn't gone forever. I did check out the gift shop just before it closed. They were definitely trying to clear out all the merchandise with the final performances. There used to be a guitar in here that had been autographed by all 4 of the Beatles, but that was gone. Here is one of the blue meanies from Yellow Submarine. The Mirage was actually the first hotel to host a Cirque du Soleil show in Vegas starting in 1992 with Nouvelle Expérience. Now let's take a last look at the indoor garden at night. Alright, let's watch the volcano erupt one last time. So that was a final look at the Mirage, a place that truly transformed the face of Las Vegas nearly 35 years ago. As disappointing and disheartening as this development is to so many people who love Las Vegas and its history, hopefully things will turn out alright and this resort's legacy of detailed theming entertainment over genericism will be revived in the future. And I do hope the Hard Rock Hotel ends up cool, though I certainly wish it could have been built somewhere else and not in the place of a classic attraction. If you have any memories of the Mirage that you would like to share, at least nothing too crazy, then please feel free to share that in the comments section. I am very grateful to have had the chance to visit and explore the place just days away from its demise, so thanks to everyone who supports the channel by watching the videos, subscribing, and contributing on Patreon. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, then please check out my other content featuring attractions, events, museums, theme parks, and much more around the United States and Europe. Additionally, please make sure to click the like button, share this video, and subscribe to the channel to support my efforts to document and share these places before they're gone. I suppose change is inevitable as I have documented a lot of places in recent years which no longer exist. Now the Mirage is just a mirage of the past. Thanks for watching.